Jeff, thank you so much for providing us in some detail information about your background and what you've experienced in your life. We're going to move now to questions, comments, and I'd like to give my colleagues an opportunity if they have any questions. But if you don't mind, I'd like to kick that off and ask you two questions. One is, was there, you don't have to name names, but was there an individual or an organization that approached you that, and did you suddenly click, or did it take some time? And then you mentioned parallel networks, and I don't imagine that's the only group out there. Do you know how organizations like that are funded, and who sponsors them?
Let me do one question at a time.
Yeah, please.
The first part was.
Was there an individual or an organization that reached out to you and it clicked suddenly, or did it take some time? Or?
This was something that took me about 3 years. And then it was meeting a number of individuals over that period of years. And sort of breaking it down. So for me, I wasn't really approached until I was starting to get out. In the last year that I was in, I approached Parallel Networks. I had some contact with some other people, and they started talking to me about getting out. So yes, there is other, as far as how the groups are funded, Parallel Networks is a nonprofit, so we depend on, I don't really know how it all works yet because I'm new in this. So I think you probably know more about it than I do as far as how.
No, I know what you told me tonight, right. And I want to thank you for that.
But I do know that these are things that seriously need funding. I don't know how the funding exactly works. I'm sure some of my coworkers in Parallel Networks understand that. There's other organizations such as Life After Hate is another one. There's a few different groups that do this kind of work, but it's how they get their funding and all that. I'm too new to it to really be able to tell you how they get it. Some of it does come from the private sector. I know there was some grants that were supposed to be going to Life After Hate at some point, but I don't think that happened.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. Questions?